Temperatures across the nation have plunged to the low single digits, with many areas, including Seoul, recording their lowest morning reading so far this season.
전국 기온이 한 자릿수 초반대로 급락한 가운데 서울을 포함한 많은 지역이 올 가을 들어 가장 낮은 아침 기온을 기록했습니다. Is it really still autumn? I don't know. I think it's kind of like we've stepped into winter.
We're certainly on the borderline of it, I think.
Yeah. It's cold anyway.
Well, yesterday was less cold than it is today.
Yes.
And that's the thing, because yesterday in Seoul, we were looking at average morning temperatures down to 3 degrees Celsius. The wind chill made it to 0. In other areas around Seoul and in other provinces, it was dipping to around 1 degree. But this morning, if you've ventured outside the house or you've opened your window, you'll know it's even colder. Here in Ilsan and also in Seoul, it's a morning low of -3. So yes, very much a wintry sort of temperature.
네, 그래요. 어제랑 최고 기온은 비슷한 것 같은데 최저 기온이 뚝 떨어졌습니다. 지역에 따라서 차이가 있겠지만 대략적으로 한 5도 정도 어제보다 최저 기온이 떨어져서 오늘 아침에 굉장히 쌀쌀하게 느껴지셨을 것 같고요. 오후에는 어제 정도 수준으로 기온이 조금 오르기는 하겠습니다만 오늘 특히 이제 동해안 쪽으로 해서 굉장히 추운 지역이 많습니다. 오늘.
Of course.
네.
Yeah,
서울도 영하고요.
I think it's time to watch out for your plants. If you've got lovely plants on your balcony, or if you have a garden or a yard, time to get them inside or wrapped up.
Yeah, exactly. Some cold warnings. Not cold warnings. What's the word for it? 한파주의보. That would be like cold snap warnings.
A cold snap warning, yes.
But nonetheless, we have warnings and advisories issued across some areas in the country this morning because it is very cold. The temperatures have plunged.
They have plunged like a diver, diving off the diving board into water, going down very quickly and very deeply. This is when we use the word plunge. It's going to mean a very speedy descent.
Yeah.
So we can use it for temperatures, we can use it for stock prices, or we can use it in the literal physical sense of a diver plunging into water, or a toilet plunger plunging into the toilet.
Yeah. I love swimming.
Yes.
But in this weather, I wouldn't fancy plunging into a pool, especially if it's outdoors.
You don't fancy a cold plunge?
No. I know some people do it.
Some people like to take the plunge.
Now that's a good expression.
Yes.
제가 지금 얘기한 거는 literal meaning, 말 그대로 수영장에서 이렇게 입수하는 것을 얘기했는데요. 그것도 plunging이거든요.
네.
그런데 지금 선생님이 얘기한 거는 너무나 좋은 관용구죠. Take the plunge.
Yeah.
What does that mean figuratively?
It just means to try, to be brave and do something maybe you're scared of. So, for example, around New Year, there are some countries where people will go to the beach and they will plunge into the cold water. But to do that, you have to be willing to take the plunge, to be brave enough.
You take the plunge to plunge into the water. 자, take the plunge는 어려운 일에 도전한다는 뜻이 있어요. 그런데 실제로 이제 새해 첫날에 해외에서는 차가운 바닷물에 이렇게 뛰어드는 이런 풍습이 있는 지역들도 있고 우리나라도 몇몇 지역에서 이렇게 하거든요. 그걸 뭐라고 하더라? polar bear 아니면 penguin dive.
I think polar bear is often used with getting in the water on New Year's.
I knew it was one of those wintry animals. 그래서 이제 그것을 도전한다라고 만약 말한다면은 직접적인 의미의 plunge 입수도 하고 그 다음에 이런 비유적인 의미의 take the plunge도 같이 문장 속에서 쓸 수 있을 것 같아요. So you could take the plunge and plunge into the sea on New Year's Day.
But be careful if the temperature plunges too deeply, too low.
Exactly. 그래요. Have you ever jumped into the ocean on New Year's Day?
No, I mean I've plunged into cold water a few times, but never at New Year's.
Okay. 그래요. Plunge. 자, 여기서 기온 얘기니까 아시겠죠? 뚝 떨어졌다. What about reading? We're not talking about books here, are we?
No, we're talking about the noun, taking a reading, getting a reading. And this is getting the result of something. So when we use a thermometer or a machine that's testing something, when we get the results, that's the reading. That's the information that we are literally reading from the machine or from the device.
Let me very quickly have a look at the temperature outside our EBS studio right now.
What's the reading, Sue?
reading is -3 degrees.
Yeah. So you'll find this used a lot when we're getting the results of something, where we're testing something or finding something out. Even if you go and get your fortune told, you can have a tarot reading.
아, 그래요. 여기서 reading은 명사인데 책 읽는 거랑 아무 상관이 없고요. 이 수치를 읽는다는 컨셉에서 나온 표현이에요. 그래서 그냥 수치 아니면은 지금 말한 것처럼 뭐 운세 이런 것들도 다 사실은 뭔가 읽어가지고 한다라고 영어식으로는 표현하거든요. Mind reading도 읽는다고 하고요. 머릿속에 있는 걸 이제
Oh, sure, but that's the verb form as opposed to the noun.
그건 좀 다르네요.
네.
그래요. 그럴 수 있겠고. A reading이라는 게 여기서는 그래서 기온, 수치를 얘기하고 있습니다. 자, 그러면은 다시 한번 제가 읽어볼게요. Temperatures across the nation have plunged to the low single digits, with many areas, including Seoul, recording their lowest morning readings so far this season. Let's move on.